Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are on page 89 of your student journal. And our objective for the day is, today I will multiply one digit by multi-digit numbers using the area model. Okay, so let's look at this. Today I will multiply one digit by multi-digit numbers using the area model. So one digit is just a number that means like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. There's only one digit in it. A multi-digit number means a number such as 12, because 12 has 1 and a 2 in it, so that's called multi-digit. Or 550 has a 5, and a 0, so it has 3 digits in it. So that's what we're going to be doing now, one digit by multi-digit, and we're going to use something called the area model. Okay, that's going to be our big thing that we're starting, is the area model. So let's look at our vocabulary and our steps. Okay, our first vocabulary is, what is the area model? And here we have a multi-digit number, because there's 1, 2, 3 digits times a one-digit number. Okay, and this shows the example of what the area model is, where what they did is they took the 479 and they broke it up into expanded form of 470 and 9. And they multiplied the 8 times each part of that. And then what they did here is they added up all these things that we call partial products, because a product, remember, is an answer. So these are part answers, and then they got their final answer. And then we see something called our factors, which we've been talking about. It's the numbers that are multiplied together to create a product. And then our product is our answer, the result or the solution or the answer. Okay, our steps we're going to follow really closely for this. So it says circle the greatest factor, because that's going to tell you which one's going to go on top. And then it says write the greatest factor in expanded form above the area model, so on the top. Then we're going to write the lesser factor on the outer left side, and then write each equation in the corresponding place value section and find the product of each, and then add the products to solve. It's actually adding the partial products, because they're not the actual answers, they're just parts of the answer. Okay, so these steps are great. When I'm doing my work, I want you to kind of look back and watch me do the steps, because these will be really helpful for you. Okay, so I'm going to get started. Here's my first problem. It says, multiply 4,235 by 6. Okay, so it doesn't have, here it says I'm going to circle my greater factor. This is definitely larger than 6. Okay, my second step says I'm going to write this greater factor in expanded form above the area model. So I first need to actually draw the area model, which is just a rectangle, right? It's just a rectangle. And what do I have? If I break this up, I have a 4 in the thousands place, so 4,000 plus 200, because it's a 2 in the hundreds place, plus 30, and plus 5. That's what I did there, is I broke this up in expanded form. My next one says, write the lesser, this is my lesser factor, on the outer left side. So I'm going to put a 6 here. Okay, and now I'm ready to kind of break this up. So each of these numbers has its own box. Okay, step 4 says I'm going to write each equation in the corresponding place value section and find the product. Okay, so see how the 6 and the 4 meet here? See that? So what I'm going to do there is I'm going to actually multiply these. So I'm going to say 6 times 4,000. Okay, so here's a shortcut and a trick for that. If I know 6 times 4 is 24, then I'm going to add those 3 zeros. So 1, 2, 3. So 6 times 4,000 is 24,000. I know I'm not putting my commas. A lot of times I don't like to put my commas in my work, and I like to just put it in my answer because it gets kind of messy. Okay, what do I have here? I have 6 times 200 meet in this box. So what's 6 times 2? 6 times 2 is 12, and how many zeros am I going to add? 1, 2. Okay, what meets in this box? 6 times 30. So 6 times 3 is 18, and how many zeros am I going to add? Just 1. And then what meets in this box? 6 times 5. So 6 times 5 is 30, and then how many extra zeros? None. Okay, so that's what step 4 said to do. Now step 5 says I'm going to add up all those products, which I'm calling them partial products, to solve. So what's my first one? 24,000. You can maybe add your commas now where it's a little bit larger. Plus 1,200 plus 180 plus 30. So it's really important, ladies and gentlemen, to keep everything lined up. Because if you're not lining up your digits, you're going to make silly mistakes. So notice how I could draw lines down everything because it was lined up really neatly. Okay, so now step 5 says I'm just going to add those. So what do I get? I get 0. 0 plus 0 plus 8 plus 3 is 11. 1 plus 0 is 1, plus 2 is 3. I get 4. 4 plus 1 is 5, and 2 plus nothing. So my answer is 25,410. So my answer, or I could call that my product, is 25,410. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do another one of these. Again, I'm going to follow my steps, so you could follow your steps with me. My first step says I'm going to circle the greatest factor. Well, 2,523 is definitely greater than 4. Okay, my second step says I'm going to write the greater factor in expanded form above the area model. Okay, ready? So I need to draw my area model. And I have 2,000 plus 500 plus 20 plus 3. So I have 4 boxes. Step 3 says write the lesser factor on the outer left side of the area model. Okay, so that's the 4. And then step 4 says write each equation in the corresponding place value and find the product. Okay, so what do I have? What meets in this box? 4 times 2,000. 4 times 2 is 8, and then how many zeros? 1, 2, 3. Okay, what do I have in this box? 4 times 500. So what do we get? 4 times 5 is 20, and then how many extra zeros should I add? 1, 2. Okay, what do we have in this box? 4 times 20. So 4 times 2 is 8, and how many extra zeros should I add? 1. What do we have here? 4 times 3. So 4 times 3 is 12, and how many extra zeros? None. So that's step 4, that's our longest step. Now step 5 says add the products to solve. So I have 8,000, 2,000, 80, and 12. Okay, so we have 2, 9, 0, 10. So my answer or my product is 10,092. 10,092. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's try some of these together. We are on page 90, and here's our first problem. And they've already drawn the rectangle for us. Okay, so our first step is we're going to circle the greater factor. So between those, definitely it's 3,675. Okay, step 2 is we're going to put this in expanded form on top. So we have 3,000 plus 600 plus 70 plus 5. Okay, and our third step is we're going to put our lesser factor over here, and then let's divide this up. Okay, and our fourth step, which is our long step, is we're going to write the problems and then solve. So 3 times 3,000. Okay, so we have 3 times 3 is 9. And how many zeros should we add? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, what meets here? 3 times 600. So we have 3 times 6. Notice I'm underlining everything that's not a 0. So 3 times 6 is 18, and let's add the 1, 2 zeros. Okay, what do we have in this box? We have 3 times 70. So 3 times 7 is 21, and let's add the 1 0. And then what comes to this box? 3 times 5. So 3 times 5 is 15, and we don't have any zeros to add. Okay, so our final step, our fifth step, is we're going to add all these partial products. So we have 9,000, 1,800, 210, and 15. And what do we get? 5, 2, 10, 1 plus 9 is 10, plus 1 more is 11. So we're getting 11,025. Sorry, it was cut off a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. 11,025. Okay, let's look at number 2. Number 2, we're going to start with our first step of circling our greater factor, which is 5,273. And then we're going to put that in expanded form on top. So we have 5,000 plus 200 plus 70 and plus 3. Okay, our third step is we're going to take our lesser factor, which is 4, and put it over here. Okay, our fourth step is our long step. We're going to write our equations or our problems and solve. So we have 4 times 5,000. Okay, so 4 times 5 is 20. And then how many extra zeros should we add? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You can add your comma or you can wait till the end. Okay, what comes in this box? 4 times 200. So 4 times 2 is 8. And how many extra zeros should we add? 1, 2. Okay, what meets in this box? 4 times 70. So we have 4 times 7 is 28 with 1 extra zero. And in this box we have 4 times 3, which is 12, and no extra zeros. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, now we have to add up our partial products. So we have 20,000, I'm going to scoot it up a bit, plus 800, plus 280, plus 12. Okay, so in our ones we have a 2, a 9, a 10, a 1, and a 2. So I'm getting 21,092 as my answer. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be trying these on your own. Have a great day. Bye.